guys, let's see how this goes. I want to talk about how this year's been, what I've really found this year to be. All the ways I've kind of felt like 2019 was really about growing, personal growing, and all the things I really just want out of 2020, all while I multitask because I really need to wrap these presents for tomorrow. Let's set this up. Let's just start off with, I guess, the first present. Why don't we split it into seasons? Because apparently that's what I love to do. I don't know why I'm opening this. This first present is for my friend Mariah. It's a Jane Austen mug, which is a lot of Jane Austen book quotes all around it. It comes in a cute box with like more quotes, because she's a big Jane Austen fan. So I started the year off in January in Pakistan, and I also ended 2018 in Pakistan. My flight was around the first week of January. So really, this year really just started off with saying goodbye to my family in Pakistan. I hadn't seen them in a while, and so it was kind of emotional. Well, not kind of, it was emotional to say goodbye. And then when we came back, it was just a few days, me and my dad, just hanging around the house. I got to see my friends as soon as I came back, actually. Like, I think it was the day after. I think we met up at a McDonald's. I just remember that because it was just so weird that somehow a lot of us were able to get together, which we normally aren't able to do. And then we just kind of chilled at my house and watched some Bollywood movies. In January, I also attended my first ever conference for school, and it was just a lot of fun. We stayed in Toronto at this really nice hotel, and we just bonded a lot. It was just a good time. I cut this too short. Welcome to failures. Oh, I got to sit with the McDonald's CEO for breakfast. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. These scissors are not working. Why won't these work? They're so loose. And then in February, it's the winter in 2019. It was brutal. It's been so cold. So cold. But did a bunch of things. We went sledding. Second semester I found was a little bit chill, I guess, for first year, because I honestly don't remember it, and so I'm gonna say it was chill if I don't remember it. Obviously it wasn't that traumatizing. Okay. In February I also saw Reading Week, so I got to see some of my friends again. Two of my friends' birthday actually happens in February. We like cut a cake and all that. A good time. I am looking, if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm actually looking at my Google Photos. In March, let's see, I see my birthday happening. I guess it was also midterm season. I am wrapping this so badly right now. I'm gonna open a different wrapping because I want to do two colors. I hate when people knock on the door. It gives me severe anxiety. Oh, I don't want to get the door. It's probably another Amazon package, honestly. We're getting late pictures. Honestly, winter of 2019 was just kind of, it started off sad because I really, I missed Pakistan a lot when I came back. Mostly because, I just really miss my family there. I barely get to see them, so I just heard something. I'm very glad I got the chance to go to Pakistan because I remember I was bitching so much about not wanting to go. I wanted to get out of it with my whole heart before I went. And honestly, I just needed that kind of thing to wake me up for 2019 and that kind of thing to grow upon for 2019. And it really did, because throughout the year then, I thought about my family in Pakistan more than ever. Not only that, I just thought about family in general. And I thought about the people I love in general. So I thought about my friends, my parents, my siblings. No, I didn't think about siblings. Just kidding. The people I love make being bearable. The people I love, it's from the people I love that I get a purpose. I am not a poet. Coming back from Pakistan, really just starting the year off from that trip, really solidified what I was looking for in 2019. And I want to bring that over into 2020. I want to, now that I know how much I care about the people I love and how much I appreciate them and how much they really just make my life better, I want to be sure to act upon those things in 2020. Because the people I love have, somebody count how many times I've said people I love. So I've got these kind of like base presents from Mariah. I also picked up this little pair of they're like these slipper socks with like pugs I think, yeah, pugs wearing like antlers, is that what they're called? Oh my god, am I even Canadian? I don't remember. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna start wrapping Shivani's present. But yeah, so I got her a pack of Prismacolor. She's my friend, she's like an artist. But yeah, I think she'll like it. I think she will, hopefully. So then spring came along. April was a season. I was finishing up school in April, my second semester. And somebody in our family here passed away. And then literally that same week, my grandmother passed away as well. It was not a good time. It was not a good time. I posted my first video in April as well. The thing about that video was it was really cathartic. I don't even know if I'm saying that right for me, because once I had released it, it was that I had already talked about what I wanted to talk about. I'd already talked about grieving about this loss, and at that point I didn't see any more reason to talk about grieving and loss. It was just good for me to get that out of my system, and it was kind of just like that page where it was like, okay, Sarah, it's time to move on to other things and other losses. Number 3, I don't even know how to count. Also in the spring, May happened, which was, what am I doing? And May meant Ramadan. So these are for Hannah. I got her a bunch of different like sheet masks from Bath and Body Works. Not Bath and Body Works, the Body Shop, the better one. My theme for my presents was relaxation and take time for yourself. Hey guys, so honestly my heart is broken into like 1,000 pieces because the camera stopped recording. Okay, what was the update? So, phone rang, picked it up. It was my mother. I spent an hour trying to recover that video, I guess. I also got water. Last time you saw me was literally a couple seconds, but I was wrapping the face mask, so I ended up wrapping them with the bag because I asked for the bag. And then I was just in the middle of wrapping Shivani's. It's fine. Anyways, I started talking about May and Ramadan. I think that's where I was. My computer is asleep too. Everything has to go to hell, doesn't it? May. Okay, so May was Ramadan, right? And Ramadan for me this year was exceptionally good because I literally did all my fasts because I am not a disciplined person and I value sleep a lot. So the fact that I was actually even able to do that, like, I don't know where that strength came from. God. But Ramadan was really good to me this year, honestly, and that kind of piece carried over for the rest of the summer, especially considering there was like stressful stuff going on. Like my dad was switching jobs and that was hectic, and I am downplaying how hectic it actually was, but it was hectic. In terms of bad things, 2019 outdid 2018. Experienced some death. There was a lot of change, just a lot of stress overall. The year started out very melancholic, but this year I just felt so good. Much better than I felt in a long time. Especially, I think, in comparison to 2018, where objectively, a lot of good things happened. I graduated, I got into my dream program, I got to hang out with my friends literally every single day. It was a good year for like things that happened in 2018, but I just felt so miserable. And 2019 didn't have that miserableness. 2019 was a lot of numbness, I think. It was a rough season. A lot of sad things went down in spring. A lot of change happened in spring. The end of spring was a lot of just me stressing about finding out what I was going to do this summer, because a lot of the people I went to school with, some of the people I'm friends with, were just doing so many amazing things. They were doing internships at big companies, they were working at banks. So yeah, I spent a lot of my spring worried about figuring out what I was going to do over the course of the summer, because I didn't want to just end up
not doing anything. And that's basically what ended up happening. Over the summer, I just worked on a lot of my own kind of things. I worked on, namely, like, this novel I've been trying to write, and I got super deep into it. I actually wrote more than I've ever written in a long time. I wrote, like, 50,000 words at least, and honestly, it might not seem a lot to some of the writing folk, but it was a lot for me. Growing up, summer would meet every single weekend with my cousins. We would go to some national park that my uncle found on the internet, because we're Pakistani and we're Desi, and that's just what we do during the summer. The lighting has just gotten so bad. I'm so sorry, guys. This summer, namely though, we didn't do it as much, mostly because I think the more we grow up, the less time we clearly have. Everybody's living their lives, and I feel like that's just kind of part of growing up in like that era. I mean, that's gonna be an era like I'll always remember, and like it's weird to think that that era is kind of in the past now. And honestly, when I think back to summer, I think of good times. There were some worries because I was trying to find a job. And honestly, I've by this time I figured out there's always gonna be worries, like about something. August was good. It was like the first month I got to like do a super cut up. And guys, I'm enjoying making these super cuts so much because I know that I watch them the most out of anybody else. But I know that one day I'm gonna look back at them and I'm gonna be just so happy, nostalgic. I've got ribbon and I've got more ribbon. Kind of bundle these guys together as I tell you guys about my fall. I was super ambitious this fall. I was ready to get back into school. So September was really a month of just me getting ready to get back into school, really. It was me getting into school as well. And so fall was really just defined by school and also by kind of by work, honestly. Or really just kind of a return to work. It was more so just getting back into the habit of being busy that I have trouble with, or that I at least had trouble with. I don't like being busy. Honestly, that one full year break I took during first year where I barely did any work, it's coming for my ass because I am having trouble, as I discovered this fall. I've forgotten how to study. I don't know how. Like, I'm very not good at studying anymore. And honestly, I just need to take the time to discover how to do well again in school, because I need to learn how to do well again in school if I want to get into law school. And October was around the same, so it was November. It was just me just trying, and just feeling like I'm not trying hard enough. And just frustration at not being able to define what my time was going to be anymore, because throughout the summer, I got to choose whatever the hell I wanted to do, whenever the hell I wanted to do it. There we go. Not bad, right? It's not that bad. 2019 was, I think I've already said it, but it was a year of really just growth. And just bouncing back. And what exactly bouncing back into? Mostly back into myself. And just kind of just back here to discover like who adults there is. Who is there going to be in her 20s? And I'm ready to see who adult me is going to be. How that really contrasts or is kind of congruent to what kid me wanted to do. What kid me wanted out of her life. And I think it's the same. I think it's the same thing. Okay, we're gonna add the ribbon. So let me show you guys what I've got. As well. Guys, the more I live life, the more I realize it just doesn't stop. That every day there's always gonna be something that every time I'm like, hey, okay, I just had to get through this week and then I'll be okay. There's always gonna be something else that has to happen. That there's always gonna be something going on. That there's never really ever truly a break. There was never a break or a moment. Even in the summer where it seemed like I had really nothing to do, I was always kind of doing something. And by that something, I mean I was either writing or I was just constantly stressed about finding something to be doing all the time. Not only do I want to just get better at being a student again and being a daughter and being a young, ambitious woman just trying to kickstart her career. I also just want to be a better person, be a better Muslim, be a better girl, be a better friend. And I want to make time for myself and also just make time for the people I love, because at the end of the day, those people, as I've said, are the ones that make my life better and make my life good in the first place. So, but yeah, overall, 2019 was a good year, alhamdulillah. I saw a lot of people I loved. I got to do just a lot of good things, a lot of great things. Personally, I just felt so good this year. So much better than I felt in a long, long time. And 2020, inshallah, is going to be even better. And this decade that's coming is going to be even better. And so I hope you're all getting better, doing better, and being better. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.